If you are watching this video for the first time, make sure you are subscribing to Anantalakshmi Academy. Once you click on the subscribe button, you will see a bell icon. If you click on that bell and click on all, you will get to know whenever I upload a video. This will send you a notification. Hello everybody, welcome back to Anantalakshmi Academy. Today we are going to discuss similar triangles part 3, wherein we are going to deal with the problems in exercise 8.1. Even before this, we have covered introduction to similar triangles, meaning what is similarity, what is congruency, how are we going to identify similar triangles or similar polygons, and also we have covered basic proportionality theorem and its converse in the earlier videos. If you are directly coming to this video, please try watching those videos as well. So let's get started without any delay, as I have already listed the first problem on the board. Alright, so let me read out the problem for you guys. The first one in exercise 8.1 is, in triangle PQR, show ST is a line such that it divides PQ and PR in such a way that PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR, and also triangle PST is equal to triangle PRQ. Alright, then prove that triangle PQR is isosceles triangle. Okay, so especially in similar triangles problems, it is very much necessary for us to write the given statements. All right, what is given? What is given? ST is a line such that PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. When we learnt the converse of the basic proportionality theorem, how did we learn? What did we learn? When a line which is parallel, when a line intersects the other two sides of a triangle such that the ratio of the sides are equal, then this line will be, which implies then ST is parallel to QR, isn't it? That's what we have learned in the converse of the basic proportionality theorem. And now they are saying that, and also triangle PST and triangle VRQ are equal. Alright. So here, if you consider this, okay, ST and QR are like this. Let me suppose PQ is a transversal. Then what are these angles? These are nothing but corresponding angles. What are these angles? Corresponding angles. These corresponding angles, when we intersect two parallel lines with the transversal, the corresponding angles are equal. Alright, so we know that corresponding angles are equal. Along with that, what is given in the statement? This triangle and this triangle are similar, and this angle and this angle are equal. That is given in the diagram itself. So what is that? Angle PST is equal to angle PRQ, isn't it? That is what is given. So let me consider this as equation 1. Now that I am saying corresponding angles are equal, which is meant that PST is also equal to PQR. So let me write it. Angle PST is equal to angle PQR. From 1 and 2, can I write it as angle PST, angle PST. The LHS is same. So I am going to equate the RHS, which is nothing but angle PQR is equal to angle PRQ. So here in this triangle, angle Q and angle R are same. So when two angles of a triangle are equal, the sides opposite to the angles are also equal. That meant when, let me write the same, when two angles are equal, the sides opposite to angles, equal angles, are equal. So if you consider what is the side opposite to angle Q, PR, and what is the side opposite to angle R, PQ. Therefore, PQ is equal to PR. Now if you see that two angles of a triangle are equal and two sides of a triangle are equal, can we say that the triangle is isosceles? Yes. Hence the triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle, isn't it? How did we prove that? We proved that first two angles in this triangle are equal and two sides in this triangle are equal, and then we concluded saying that PQR is an isosceles triangle. So that is about problem number 1. Let's jump into problem number 2. So here is the second problem for you, wherein it says in the figure LM is parallel to CB, LM is parallel to CD, and LM is parallel to BC and LN is parallel to CD. Prove that AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. Alright, so let's try proving the same. Within the solution given LM is parallel to CB. This is given for us, and LN is parallel to CD. Okay, when a line is parallel to the other side of the triangle, what can we get from the basic proportionality theorem? By using basic proportionality theorem, can I say AM by MB is equal to AL by LC? Alright, next thing given is LN is parallel to CD. Again from BPT, from our basic proportionality theorem, can we put it as LN, right? So AN by ND is equal to AL by LC. If you observe the equation 1 and equation 2, AL by LC is common, the RHS is common, hence I am going to equate the LHS. It says from 1 and 2, can I write it as AM by MB is equal to AN by ND. Isn't it? Here I am going to write it as MB by AM is equal to ND by AN. Why did I write it in this way is because MB is nowhere mentioned in this proof statement. So what I am trying to do is MB plus AM, if you get, that will result in AB. So that's the reason I have reciprocated these values. Now try adding 1 on both sides. Adding 1 on both sides, that becomes MB by AM plus 1 is equal to ND by AN plus 1, which is nothing but MB plus AM by AM is equal to ND plus AN by AN. So MB plus AM is nothing but AB by AM is equal to ND plus AN is nothing but AD by AN. If we reciprocate the same fractions, can we write it as AM by AB is equal to AN by AD? That is what we are supposed to prove, hence proved. So what did we do? We just applied the basic proportionality theorem and we figured out the ratios. From there we just equated them, and then since it needs to be in the form of AM and AB, I just reciprocated them and added 1, and then finally did it again reciprocated to get the similar value as in the prove that statement. That's all about problem number 2. Let me jump into the next problem. Here we have the third problem, wherein we are given a figure wherein they were mentioning DE is parallel to AC and DF is parallel to AE. Prove that BF by FE is equal to BE by EC. Okay, so let's look at the solution for this. So all the exercise problems are mostly based on the basic proportionality theorem or the converse of it. So given that DE is parallel to AC, so we are going to apply basic proportionality theorem here. Given DE is parallel to AC. So from basic proportionality theorem, what do we write? Basic proportionality theorem. DE is parallel to, when DE is parallel to AC, the ratio of the sides should be equal, such that BD by DA is equal to BE by EC. EC. Let us call it as equation 1. And then also given what are DF is parallel to AE. If you look at here, DF is parallel to AE. So this is the triangle. DF is parallel to AE. So BD by DA is equal to BF by FE according to BPT. BF by FE. Why? From BPT. That's the reason I was stressing on going through the earlier videos of BPT and converse of BPT. Okay, now from 1 and 2, since the LHS are equal, I am going to equate the RHS. So that becomes from 1 and 2, this is going to be BF by FE is equal to BE by EC. This is what we are supposed to prove, and hence proved. Okay. We just applied the basic proportionality theorem in those two triangles, and by equating those two, we got the result. So that is about problem number 3. Let's jump into problem number 4. So here we have the fourth problem listed on the board. Prove that a line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle. Line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle is parallel to the other side and bisects the third side. Okay. What do you mean by bisecting? When we say bisect, it is intersect and bisect are quite different. Bisect is dividing it into two equal halves. Intersect is just cutting. Okay, bisecting is dividing it into two equal halves. So I drew a triangle ABC. Now I am going to draw a line from the midpoint of AB named D to this. Okay, so given okay, so I am going to put it as prove that a line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle line. Let D be the midpoint of AB and DE be the line. Now this line, is it parallel to BC? Yes. So DE be the line which is parallel to one side of a triangle, that is BC. Now a line drawn from the midpoint of AB is parallel to BC. So now when a line is parallel to BC from BPT, what can we write? From basic proportionality theorem, I am going to write it as AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Now let us come to the concept of the midpoint. When I say D is midpoint of AB, it meant that D is exactly at half of the distance of AB, which meant the distance from A to D is equal to distance from D to B, isn't it? So since as D is the midpoint of AB such that AD is equal to DB. Now what happens? AD by DB, AD is equal to DB. AD by DB is 1 is equal to AE by EC. That implies AE is equal to EC. What did I mention? When you say bisects is nothing but it divides AC into two equal halves, which meant AE and EC or equal. So hence we can conclude that saying the line drawn from the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to other side will bisect the third side of a triangle. So hence proved. I am just writing it as hence proved. You could write it right here as A is equal to BC. So the line drawn through the midpoint of AB, which is parallel to BC, is bisecting AC into two equal halves, and hence proved. Okay, that is about problem number 4. Let's jump into the next problem, problem number 5. So here we are, I'm ready with the 5th problem listed. So prove that a line joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side using converse of basic proportionality theorem. So here, if you remember, if you have already watched the video of basic proportionality theorem and its converse, you will get to know, wherein they are asking us to prove, say for suppose ABC is the triangle and I am going to consider D and E be the midpoints of AB and BC respectively. Now if I draw a line DE, then this is parallel to the third side. What is the converse of the basic proportionality theorem statement? When a line drawn divides the two sides of a triangle in equal ratios, then that line is parallel to the third side of a triangle. That is what it says. So let's try how can we use that converse of basic proportionality theorem and solve this problem. Okay, so solution. Now that let ABC be a triangle first. ABC is a triangle and D and E are the midpoints of sides AB and AC respectively. So what happens when you say these are the midpoints AD, such that AD is equal to DB, isn't it? Such that AD is equal to DB and AE is equal to EC. Okay, what am I going to do? AD by DB is equal to 1 and AE by EC is equal to 1. I am going to equate them as, name them as 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, can I write it as, from 1 and 2, can I write it as AD by DB is equal to AE by EC? What does it say? AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So when AD by DB is equal to AE by EC, what is the converse of basic proportionality theorem? When these ratios are equal, then DE is definitely parallel to BC. Okay, from the converse of basic proportionality theorem, that implies that DE is parallel to BC when, since AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Alright, that is about problem number 5. Let's jump into the next problem. So here we have the 6th problem written on the board, wherein they are mentioning in figure DE is parallel to OQ. Okay, DE is parallel to OQ in this triangle POQ. DE is parallel to OQ and DF is parallel to, this DF is parallel to OR in triangle POR. Okay, show that EF is parallel to QR. What have we learned just before this exercise? Just 2 theorems, right? Every problem uses those basic theorem itself, some way or other way. Either it is the 1 after 2 or 2 before 1. It's just the same thing. Okay, so let's do this. In figure, DE is parallel to OQ. Okay, from triangle POQ, Okay, I haven't written the given part here. Please make sure you guys write that. Okay, from triangle POQ. Okay, POQ given DE is parallel to OQ. When a line is parallel to one of the sides of a triangle, from basic proportionality theorem, what do we have? From basic proportionality theorem, we have it as PD by DO is equal to PE by EQ, isn't it? PE by EQ is equal to PD by DO. Let us name this as equation 1. And again, from triangle, second thing they have mentioned is DF and OR. What is the triangle that is including this both? Is nothing but POR. From triangle POR, given, what is given? DF is parallel to OR. From, again, from what? What is the theorem? From basic proportionality theorem, when DF is parallel to OR, we get we write PF by FR is equal to PD by DO. Let us call this as equation number 2. So, if you look here, there is a common term which is PD by DO in both the equations in RHS. Since this is common for us, we are going to equate the other side which is LHS. So, from 1 and 2, what can I write? PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. Okay, PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. Now comes the other theorem which is converse of basic proportionality theorem. When you mention that the ratios of the other two sides are equal, then this line is parallel to the other side, which is nothing but EF is parallel to QR. So from converse of BPT, EF is parallel to QR. When PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. Okay. So, what have we done? We just applied the, when they have mentioned the parallel condition, we have just applied a BPT, and when got the ratios are equal, then we applied the converse of basic proportionality theorem. It is the same thing when they say in the question, when they say that it is parallel, we apply proportionality theorem. When we were given the ratios, we will be applying the converse of the theorem. Okay, that is about problem number 6. Let me jump into the next problem. Here we have the 7th problem written on the board. In figure, A, B, C are points on OP, OQ and OR respectively, such that AB is parallel to PQ. Look at these arrows. They don't just mention it for diagrammatic purpose. When an arrow is given like this, it meant the parallelity. When two arrows are given, that these two are parallel. When one arrow is given on two lines, these two lines are parallel. Okay, such that AB is parallel to PQ, AC is parallel to PR, then show that BC is parallel to QR. So here, as I told you, when they are given parallel, when they give two lines are parallel, we are going to use basic proportionality theorem. When they have given the ratios are equal, then converse of basic proportionality theorem. Here they have given the parallelity condition. Hence, we are going to use the basic proportionality theorem first. Alright. Solution given AB is parallel to PQ. So, from what is our favorite theorem? Basic proportionality theorem. We can say that when AB is parallel to PQ, from triangle OPQ, okay, even before from BPT, okay, let me write it as in triangle OPOQ from BPT. When AB is parallel to PQ, can I write it as OA by AP is equal to OB by BQ? And this is going to be our equation number 1. When this line is parallel, this line splits the other two sides in equal ratios. That is what is our BPT says, and that's what is written on the board. Next, from triangle or in triangle POR, what is given for us? POR, AC is parallel to PR. AC is parallel to PR. Okay, that is given. So from BPT, what can we write? When AC is parallel to PR, OA by AP is equal to OC by CR. This is equation number 2. Alright, from 1 and 2, the LHS is equal. So I am going to equate the RHS. OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR. OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR. So now that the ratios are given, hence can I say that BC is a line parallel to QR from the corners of basic proportionality theorem? In triangle OQR, when OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR, using what? Converse of basic proportionality theorem, we can say that, what can we say? BC is a line parallel to QR, and this is what we are supposed to prove. Hence, proved. Okay, so what have we done? Since the parallel conditions are given, we have applied the basic proportionality theorem, and from there, from 1 and 2, since the LHS are equal, we equated the RHS. Then we got the ratios. We figured out the triangle wherein these two ratios are equal, and since the ratios are equal, we said that the line drawn is opposite to the third side is nothing but a line parallel to the third side, and hence BC is parallel to QR. Alright, that is about problem number 7. Let's jump into problem number 8. So we have the 8th problem listed on the board, wherein we have a trapezium here, not a triangle. Okay, APCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to DC. AB is parallel to DC and its diagonals intersect at a point O. Then show that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Okay, let us draw a trapezium first. How does the trapezium look like? This A, B, C, D. So now I am indicating the parallelity as well with the arrows. So now AC and BD are the diagonals which are intersecting at O. Okay, that is given. Now, okay, let me draw a line. Let me draw a line OM, which is parallel to CD and AB. Okay, so solution given. What is given? APCD is a trapezium and AC and BD intersect at O. Now what have I done? And I have drawn a new line that comes into a construction part. What is this construction part? How did I construct? What did I construct? I constructed a line OM, join OM parallel to DC. Okay, now I joined OM parallel to DC, but given AB is parallel to DC. That implies OM is parallel to AB is parallel to DC. Okay. So let us consider the triangle ADC first. Okay, ADC. All right. In triangle ADC, now OM is parallel to CD and AB is what I said. All right. So what happens from basic proportionality theorem? As I told you, when the parallel condition is given, let's write the ratios. AM by MD is equal to AO by OC, and this is going to be our equation number 1. All right. Next I am going to consider this triangle ABD. Okay. In triangle ABD, from basic proportionality theorem, what can I write here? This guy is parallel to AB. OM is parallel to AB. So I am going to write it as, since OM is parallel to AB, this is going to be AM by MD is equal to BO by OD. BO by OD. Isn't it? I am going to consider this as equation number 2. Here, when we consider the first triangle, we write it as AM by MD is equal to AO by OC. Now, when we consider the second triangle, we wrote it as AM by MD is equal to BO by OD. Now, from equation 1 and 2, what do we get? Equation 1 and 2, AM by MD is same. So, AO by OC is equal to BO by OD, isn't it? So this, when you do the cross multiplication, you get it as AO by BO is equal to OC by OD, which can be written as AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. And this is what we need to prove, hence proved. So that is about the 8th problem in exercise 8.1. So here using the basic proportionality theorem and converse of the basic proportionality theorem, we have solved all the problems, and I am leaving the 9th problem for the construction purpose of yourself. So please do try it, and if you are not able to get it, let me know so that I can solve it in the later videos. Alright, if you do not get it, please ping me in the comment section saying, please solve this for us. Okay, that's all about this session, wherein this is the complete exercise 8.1 and we are done with it. That is about this video. So if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe to Anantalakshmi Academy, and thank you for watching.